We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches. And across the ring from him, Rocky Marciano. He's 5'10" tall, one of the greatest heavyweights to ever live. Undefeated.
There's an amazing reach advantage, which you do not actually realize is there until you get popped by that jab. The distance that's created is ridiculous.
Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, and one of the most intimidating specimens in the division. The Rock, Rocky Marciano, 201 pounds of pure terror. This man is an absolute machine.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Good right hand. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That hook had to hurt. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
What are you doing?
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Caught him with a left hook. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You got to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Looking to land the hook. The jab doesn't quite connect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate and make them walk into a shot.
That jab doesn't find a home. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just misses with that jab. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage.
There's an old saying, a good big one will always beat a good little one.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bowe in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go to the fourth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice right hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Defense is not an option for these two. That hook doesn't score. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bowe, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good round. You feel good? Good. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? Give him any free shots.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
And he scores with the counter. They're both trying for a knockout. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Missing with the hook. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bowe in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What are you doing? You switched off completely. I need you to... Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
And there's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Can't land the jab there. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. No defense for that hook. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What are you doing? I need you to switch back into the fight, kid. Wait round. He's out there and...
And there's the bell for round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
An uppercut does not score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Hold that thought! Show us something, Rocky! Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down! Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot!
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Okay, now you're switching off. Get your mind back on the job. That's it. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him up.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catches you.
They miss with the jab. How about that time counter shot? Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Insane action. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Bowe in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Big, deep breaths. Round.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. They exchange punches. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job.
Doing good, kid.
And here comes the 10th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
His stamina is off the charts. They have no respect for each other's punching power. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. the strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch. They want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't forget the jab. Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. He's starting to... You're doing good, kid. You're doing good. Same again.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That uppercut just missed. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? You got complacent. It's like, great.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Incredible work rate. Is he going to punch himself out, though? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this. all the way through a fight.
The nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Did you see that? And the big fella stumbling backwards. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.